wondered how you can make that $500 to $1,000 a month plus without having to put much time and effort, and you're in college, you have a full-time job, you're working part-time, and you're content, you just want your side business, you just want to start a business, but you don't know what to do, right? And you want to see money quickly, right? You don't want to put much time or effort, and you want to see money quickly. So stick around for this video. I'm going to show you exactly, teach you exactly, and explain to you how you can do that.
I'ma keep it humble when I shine. I'll keep it 100 when I shine.
So let me give you an example. Back when I was in college, I wanted to start a business. I started this online business, yet money wasn't shown quickly, right? I wasn't making much profit. So I said, hey, what can I do to make quick money? And I've done my research. I studied a lot. And I looked at real estate. I go, hey, if I buy real estate cheap and sell it high, then maybe, you know, I can make a lot of money. But it's like, you don't have the money for this. So I looked at another idea. I go, if I buy cars cheap and sell them high, then I'd make a little profit on the side, right? I go, but you don't have the expertise, and it's, you know, it's risky. You know, I'm not going to get into something that's going to take my time and effort. The whole purpose of starting a business is to work less, right? So I came to the idea of stocks, flipping stocks. Now, hold on. Let me go back to real estate. Flipping real estate. What does that mean? Flipping real estate is basically you buying a house or an apartment cheap, beat down, and selling it high for a profit, right? So this house is undervalued, and then you buy it, it goes up in value, obviously with the market goes up in value, and then you sell it for a profit. So here in stocks it's the same thing. Forget about all the fancy words. We buy a stock or a company. A stock represents a company, so I don't want you to, you know, get scared by these fancy words. We buy a company cheap and sell it high. Now for those of you who day trade on this channel, stick around till the end. You're gonna need this video. So we buy a company cheap, guys, and sell it high for a profit. And what companies do we buy? Well, we buy beat down valuable companies like Nike, like Apple, like Microsoft, like Intel, like General Motors, like Netflix, like Colgate, like Kraft Heinz, like Coca-Cola, like Monster Beverages, etc., etc. These are companies that have a fingerprint in the market. Without these huge corporations, you know, this world wouldn't exist, basically. Right? So we buy these valuable companies, and we buy them at the right time when we get a good bargain or a good deal. So we buy these companies, and when I say companies, I mean we're actually buying the stock, right? So what do you need here to actually begin? Like I said, it doesn't take much time and effort. Oh, and by the way, when we buy these stocks, we buy them for 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and sell them in 5 weeks. You know, we buy them and then hold on for 4 or 5 weeks, and then we sell them, and then we make our profit. So that is a good idea for you guys that just want to swing trade, and that's the actual proper term for it, is swing trading, because we're buying it cheap and we're waiting for it to go up in value. Short-term volatility is going to happen. Some of you will say, but isn't that risky? Well, yes, here's the thing. This is short-term volatility, and that's why swing trading is less riskier than day trading, because you don't know when to get in and out of the stock, assuming that I haven't showed you a strategy, right? You don't know when to get in and out of the stock. So what you're doing is you're waiting for it to go up in value. This is how the stock is usually behaving over time. It's this way, short-term volatility, but volatility upwards, right? So that is how stocks behave. And our job is to get in at the right moment, and that's what I try to teach you on my Patreon account. There's going to be a course for swing trading, but you don't need this course. Oh, and also I'll have swing trade stocks to watch out for. So I'll have a link in the description, but you don't need that because I have videos 6 months ago that are released on swing trading that you can go ahead and watch. So the whole point here is to find undervalued companies or undervalued stocks, buy them cheap, and then sell them high for a profit. We make our profit, we sell, that's it, right? That's the whole purpose here. And when we buy these stocks, we buy usually 5 to 10 stocks, we diversify a portfolio, we act like mini hedge fund managers. Right, we buy stocks in different industries, like the transport industry, like Delta Airlines, let's say consumer staples like Colgate or Coca-Cola, food and beverages, like I said, like Coca-Cola or Monster Beverages, even Heineken beer, etc., etc. And just energy sector, tech, entertainment, right? And we have them working against each other. And I'll explain to you why in that course, which is going to be for free. Right? I'm going to give it away for free to you guys. So yeah, I guess that is the way to make that lump sum every month. If you want, look at how to start up a brokerage account. That's all you need is a brokerage account and a lump sum. A lump sum can be 2,000 to 5,000 or even 1,000. It depends. For those of you who want to day trade, yet you're working, you're in school, or you have a part-time job, then make sure you look at swing trading, because that is the perfect way for you to make that lump sum. That is your side business. You're in the business of buying and selling companies or buying and selling stocks. And that's what you should tell your friends. You're in the business of buying and selling companies, right? So just like real estate, here we buy companies that have been beat down. And these companies get beat down by financial reports, by financial growth, right? Like one day they miss on revenue, they don't, sell well, or the profits isn't selling, whatever. Like every company has this, and our job is to find that company and get in and say, yep, this is temporary, because we know that Apple products are going to be selling next year or next month, right? So that is how we look at things. So hopefully you guys understand. Like I said, there's a Patreon account in the link for you guys if you want. I'm going to get a Bloomberg terminal which costs about $20,000 a year. Only hedge funds can use this. I'm going to get that to make our decisions even better. And I'm going to include those stocks when I analyze them in the Patreon account for you guys to watch out for them, to swing trade them. Now, even when I give you these stocks, the next thing is going to be getting in at the right time, which is nobody can tell you except you, which is what I'm going to try to teach you in that course. So see you again for another. Just like always, show your boy some love. Hopefully you understand this. Not everybody can do this. You don't have to be somebody to actually become a swing trader or it's not an investing, it's swing trading. Investing and swing trading is different, because investing you're holding for a year, longer than a year. Here we're only holding for 2 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks, and then selling it. I'll see you again for another, just like always.